Abdul Kalam was born on the 15th of October 1931 to a Tamil Muslim family in the pilgrimage center of Rameshwaram, on Pamban Island, then in the Madras Presidency and now in the state of Tamil Nadu. His father Jainulabdin was a boat owner and imam of a local mosque. His mother Ashiama was a housewife. Abdul Kalam was the youngest of 4 brothers and 1 sister in his family. His ancestors had been wealthy traders and landowners, with numerous properties and large tracts of land. Their business had involved trading groceries between the mainland and the island and to and from Sri Lanka, as well as ferrying pilgrims between the mainland and Pamban. As a result, the family acquired the title of Mara Abdul Kalam Iyakkivar, wooden boat steerers, which over the years became shortened to Marikia, with the opening of the Pamban Bridge to the mainland in 1914. However, the businesses failed and the family fortune and properties were lost over time, apart from the ancestral home. By his early childhood, Abdul Kalam's family had become poor. At an early age, he sold newspapers to supplement his family's income. In his school years, Abdul Kalam had average grades but was described as a bright and hardworking student who had a strong desire to learn. He spent hours on his studies, especially mathematics. After completing his education at the Schwartz Higher Secondary School, Ramanathapuram, Abdul Kalam went on to attend St. Joseph's College, Tiruchirappalli, then affiliated with the University of Madras, from where he graduated in physics in 1954. He moved to Madras in 1955 to study aerospace engineering in Madras Institute of Technology. While Abdul Kalam was working on a senior class project, the dean was dissatisfied with his lack of progress and threatened to revoke his scholarship unless the project was finished within the next 3 days. Abdul Kalam met the deadline, impressing the dean, who later said to him, "I was putting you under stress and asking you to meet a difficult deadline." He narrowly missed achieving his dream of becoming a fighter pilot, as he placed 9th in qualifiers, and only 8 positions were available in the career as a scientist. After graduating from the Madras Institute of Technology in 1960, Abdul Kalam joined the Aeronautical Development Establishment of the Defence Research and Development Organisation, by Press Information Bureau, Government of India, as a scientist. After becoming a member of the Defence Research and Development Service (DRDS), he started his career by designing a small hovercraft, but remained unconvinced by his choice of a job at DRDO. Abdul Kalam was also part of the INCOSPAR committee working under Vikram Sarabhai, the renowned space scientist. In 1969, Abdul Kalam was transferred to the Indian Space Research Organisation (ISRO), where he was the project director of India's first satellite launch vehicle, SLV-3, which successfully deployed the Rohini satellite in near-Earth orbit in July 1980. Abdul Kalam had first started work on an expandable rocket project independently at DRDO in 1965. In 1969, Abdul Kalam received the government's approval and expanded the program to include more engineers. In 1963 to 1964, he visited NASA's Langley Research Center in Hampton, Virginia, Goddard Space Flight Center in Greenbelt, Maryland, and Wallops Flight Facility. Between the 1970s and 1990s, Kalam made an effort to develop the Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle (PSLV) and SLV-3 projects, both of which proved to be successful. Abdul Kalam was invited by Raja Ramanna to witness the country's first nuclear test. Smiling Buddha is the representative of TBRL, even though he had not participated in its development. In the 1970s, Abdul Kalam also directed 2 projects, Project Devil and Project Valiant, which sought to develop ballistic missiles from the technology of the successful SLV program. Despite the disapproval of the Union Cabinet, Prime Minister Indira Gandhi allotted secret funds for these aerospace projects through her discretionary powers under Abdul Kalam's directorship. Abdul Kalam played an integral role convincing the Union cabinet to conceal the true nature of these classified aerospace projects. His research and educational leadership brought him great laurels and prestige in the 1980s, which prompted the government to initiate an advanced missile program under his directorship. Abdul Kalam and Dr. V.S. Arunachalam, metallurgist and scientific advisor to the defense minister, worked on the suggestion by the then defense minister R. Venkataraman on a proposal for simultaneous development of a quiver of missiles instead of taking planned missiles one after another. R. Venkataraman was instrumental in getting the cabinet approval for allocating 3.88 billion rupees for the mission, named Integrated Guided Missile Development Program (IGMDP), and appointed Abdul Kalam as the chief executive. Abdul Kalam played a major part in developing many missiles under the mission, including Agni, an intermediate-range ballistic missile, and Prithvi, the tactical surface-to-surface missile, although the projects have been criticized for mismanagement and cost and time overruns. Abdul Kalam served as the chief scientific advisor to the Prime Minister and Secretary of the Defense Research and Development Organization from July 1992 to December 1999. The Pokhran II nuclear tests were conducted during this period, in which he played an intensive political and technological role. Abdul Kalam served as the chief project coordinator, along with Rajagopala Chidambaram, during the testing phase. Media coverage of Abdul Kalam during this period made him the country's best-known nuclear scientist. However, the director of the site test, K. Santhanam, said that the thermonuclear bomb had been a fizzle, and criticized Kalam for issuing an incorrect report. Both Abdul Kalam and Chidambaram dismissed the claims. Presidency. Abdul Kalam served as the 11th President of India, from the 25th of July 2002 to the 25th of July 2007. He was the first scientist and the first bachelor. Thanks for watching the Book Icon YouTube channel. Share and subscribe the channel for more information videos.